Curitiba was, I loved Curitiba. I was so thankful that I got to go, but I was so sick in Curitiba. I brought a tummy virus with me, and I ended up actually having to go to the emergency room and get some medication. Let me tell you something. I learned something valuable in Curitiba, and that is they have really good medication.
Well, that's for sure. That's for sure.
I had a sick stomach, and oh, I had been just real sick all night. I think I threw up things that I ate from like 2 weeks before, and I just didn't have anything left. My arms were going numb. It was crazy. I was dehydrating. It was all happening really fast. So I went to the emergency room, and they gave me several different medications. But the one that they gave me that cracked me up was, he said, now this will fix your nausea. So take this and wait 15 minutes and you won't be sick to your stomach anymore. Now in the US, we don't have anything like that. If you have a sick stomach, they're going to give you something like uh, Phenagrin, which knocks you out, and you're still sick to your stomach. It just makes you so you don't care. And then there's some other medications that aren't that effective. They just make you tired. So I was skeptical. I'm like, yeah, whatever. I've been puking all night, but sure, if you say it's going to go away, I believe you, sure. But I took that pill, and in 15 minutes, I felt like I could conquer the world. After being sick all night, I was like, wow, I need this medication. This is great. So they'd given me like 6 of those pills. I guarded those with my life. I mean, you couldn't have paid me enough money to take those pills away from me, because they were fabulous. They didn't make me tired. They didn't make me loopy. It was just, you take it and shazam, the nausea was gone. So I was like really, really thankful that Curitiba had such great medicine, because that actually allowed me to get up on the stage after being sick all night. And I was actually to get up there and actually speak. So very, very cool stuff. There was no way I was going to Curitiba and not getting up on that stage to speak. But it was great, and I can't wait to get back down there and see you guys again. That's going to be fun.
Yeah, well, I'm in Recife, but the health here is very good
Yeah.
also.
Yes, yes, absolutely. So big thanks to Brazil and Brazilian medicine for making me feel like I was human again.
Share the name. Share the name of the medicine.
I don't remember what the medicine was. Everything was in
No?
Portuguese. Yeah, everything was in Portuguese. So I had no idea what it was.
You guys gave me an idea. I will buy these things and I will send them
And
with
bring them.
I
I'm not sure you can do that legally, but be careful with that.
well, I think I should do it, and then Eric will tell me, yeah, no, 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 no.
Well, that could be your physical product that you sell, Susie. If you get that physical medication and you can sell that, help you make. I'll tell you what, that stomach medicine, I would pay big money for that, because that was great stuff. But anyway, we're going to continue on with our learning how to do physical products and how to sell physical products. And let's talk today about what we've done so far versus where we're going. So what we've done so far is the first day we kind of learned where you can source physical products at. And that's kind of the fun part of this, is where do you find those products? And then after that, we actually learned how to do just a basic website using the website Pixel Perfect Checkout, that you can sell a product and a single product and set it up so that it goes straight through and sells. So we did an example, I think, of some kids' luggage. And then the next day we went in and we looked at how we could sell multiple products. So we could sell them through the website checkout and doing what's called a bump sell, or we could do the PayPal cart system and actually create a cart. Now the cart system itself, it's designed to easily do maybe 5 to 10 products, but anything beyond that, it gets a little bulky to do. So if you have over 10 products, you need to consider if you want to do something like a Magento store to handle those products, especially if you have products that have different versions. So you may have a t-shirt that's got a yellow, a blue, and a green option, and then also a small, medium, large, extra large option. So that would actually be a lot of products, because each of those products is considered a different item in the store, even though you see that it's only the one t-shirt. But in the store, it would see it as red small, red medium, red large, red extra large, yellow small, yellow medium, yellow large, yellow extra large. So when you start talking about that number of products, then you have to really look at something like Magento to be able to handle that effectively for you, okay? So today we're going to actually go through the super checkout, and we're going to look at how to sell physical products through the super checkout. This one's actually really, really cool. I love the way this is set up, and we're getting more options by the day. So every day that you use the checkout, the super checkout, you may see that it's got more options, more features, more capability. So I guess what I'm telling you is be ready for change. So when you look at super checkout today, and then you look at it next week, you're like, that's not what Shelly taught me. It's not going to be the same, because they're adding features and making better and better and better every single week. They've already added multiple currency options. So now you have more than just the option of like US dollars. You can choose other currency options. And then we're also getting changes like instead of just having a single payment option, you can do recurring payments, or a trial period and then a payment, or breaking out payments into multiple payments. So if you had a $2,000 product, you can break it down into 4 payments of $500 each. So there's a lot of different things that are coming. That feature I don't think is there yet, but they are going to be adding that. They're also changing the way it looks. Like just the other day, not the other day, but last week, I submitted that it was frustrating to go through the checkout and have, like, I wanted to change something on the 3rd screen, but I had to go through all of the screens. I had to click next, next, next to get to that 3rd screen. So they're fixing that. They're actually going to fix I have to go through every single page. So daily, oh, sorry, I broke up. So every single day that you log in, you may see something different, and that's okay. I'm just warning you, be ready for change, because this is going to change consistently, and it's a guarantee that it's going to change, okay? So
Shelley,
go ahead, Gladys.
are you recording?
Oh, yes, it's actually going live to YouTube.
Oh, okay.
We're actually live and in person on YouTube. So just be careful. Everything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. Just kidding, just kidding. All right, you guys. So let's go ahead and first open it up for questions, because I want to make sure before we move on to the next thing that you got your questions answered about previous things. So any questions that you guys have for me? Okay, hold on just a second. And raise your hand if you have questions. No questions? Wow, either I'm a really good instructor, or you guys just haven't really been paying attention and don't care. All right, you guys. So we're going to go into the super checkout today. I am super excited about super checkout because it is a fantastic way to sell products that are either physical or digital. So you're going to get a double dose today, because you're going to see how to do physical and digital products, because it's so easy to flip-flop between the two. So let me go ahead and share my screen. And I've got a couple people messaging me, you guys. So if you see messages pop up, just hang in there. They're thinking that I'm available, and I don't think they realize I'm on a live boot camp. All right, so here's the Pixel Perfect Builder, and I'm going to go ahead and enter. And let's see if we can find the one that we built yesterday, and we'll just update that one. Ooh, my nose is just itching. All right. There we go. So here's the facial cream bump cell. Let's go ahead and edit that one, so we just don't have to create a brand spanking new one. So I'm just go ahead and click edit. And we'll jump in here and change a few things on this one. So there's Shelly's Botanical Emporium. And I'm going to go ahead and delete these items here, just like this. There we go. All right, so all of those are deleted, and we'll click save to save everything just so that we have just a plain old ordinary page. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go here to the plus, and I'm going to go to button, just right here, just a regular old button. And if you guys don't know me very well, you will. I'm going to choose the blue button. That's what I choose every single time because my favorite color is blue. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger so you guys can see it real well. I'm going to right click it. I'm going to go to text, and I'm just going to change it to buy now. There we go. So we have buy now. And then I'm going to do one more thing, and that is to go to appearance. And I really like the blue button, but I like rounded borders. So I'm going to change it to a rounded border. Just like that. And now I have the exact button I want, which is that blue rounded border button. So I'm going to click save and then save again. And now my website actually looks like it's ready to go. So all I have to do is set up the checkout to be able to connect this item to the checkout process. So to do that, all I need to do is go to this area right here. This is the super checkout, and it says beta because it's still technically in beta. It's still being built. So again, when you go in here, you're probably going to see many, many changes every time you access super checkout. But when I click this, it brings up a window that says open checkout. Now this checkout is connected to this website. So everything you do on this checkout affects only this website, okay? So I'm going to click on it, and it opens up a brand new window. And when I start setting everything up, it's going to be setting everything up for the website that I'm currently in. And I want you to notice right here, there's an important update. We've got recurring payments for Stripe and PayPal. Y'all, that's absolutely huge. It's huge, humunga dunga. Oh my gosh, it's huge. Let me tell you why. Because when you talk about recurring payments, then you're talking about being able to set up coaching programs, e-learning, membership areas. There's so much you can do. So recurring payments are actually set up now so that you can do that through the checkout system. Also, if you're building websites, you can actually set up the recurring payment part through the super checkout. So you can have your customer pay you through an invoice for the building of it, and then send them through the super checkout to actually set up the recurring payments so that those payments happen automatically instead of you having to bill them every single month. So it is a fabulous system, and we're going to check it out. For physical products, you don't really need recurring payments, but we're still going to look at it as we go through because my curiosity is going to absolutely drive me nuts if we don't look at it. So I'm going to go ahead and click share. And we'll go through and create our buttons. So over here on the left-hand side, we've got several things we can do. We can work with products. We can work with offers. Offers are a bunch of products put together in an offer. So it's a collection of products that make the offer. So it's similar to the way we did the bump sell. When we did the bump sell in the other checkout, the old checkout, we're going to call that the legacy checkout. In the legacy checkout, we had the offer, right? So that was the first page of that checkout process. And then when you go to the second page, you can put your individual items in there. So in your offer, you can have one item or multiple items. And it's the same way here. We've got an offer, and we can create an offer with one product or multiple products. But let me explain on the offer thing. It's different with the super checkout because we're setting up products that are going to have individual sales pages. If you try to put all of the same products on the same sales page, the system is going to get confused because it operates with IDs, product IDs. And if you set up an affiliate program and then you send them to a page that has multiple products on one page, the affiliate piece of that program is not going to work, okay? Because each affiliate has an ID for each product. So they have to send it to the product page to be able to get credit for selling that product. So let me try to be really, really clear. In the super checkout system, you cannot put multiple products on one page. It'll confuse it. Okay, it's just going to confuse it.
What do you call multiple products? Physical and affiliates, or two different physical products?
Two different physical products, two different digital products. If you try to put more than one product, where it's a physical product or a digital product, if you try to put that on more than one page, the system's going to get confused. This is really designed not to sell multiple products on a page, but to send people through a funnel. That's what this is designed to do. Okay. So that's why it has to be on separate pages. So you can create the exact path that you want your people to go through as they're buying your product or your service. Gladys?
Yeah, like Amazon or whatever other store. You get a product exactly the same.
Yeah, but it's not, with Amazon, you can put multiple products on a page. This one, it's just really, really important that you do one product per page, or else it's going to confuse that ID system. And then the system may not work correctly for you getting credit for the sale, especially if you've got an affiliate program. It's not going to keep track of the affiliate information. Okay. So
and in the same site, you can have another page with another product, with another checkout, that you continue the process. Like it has their own thank you page, their own upsell page, and so on.
Yes. So yes. So for each product, you're going to have an individual sales page. Let me get to Gladys. Gladys, go ahead.
How can I implement or use this super checkout with insurance? Okay, my question comes because I am an insurance agent in Puerto Rico, and you know that I cannot collect insurance from my clients, not me directly. Okay, I have to give it to the company. So I'm trying to build a funnel. This is actually is coming a new open season enrollment for the new insurance benefits of 2020. Okay, so I'm trying to build a funnel so I can have the customer guide, you know, to go to the company's website that is using my ID, okay, to make the sale. But can I use this kind of super checkout anyway?
I don't think so, because here's the way I understand it and the way these programs work. Typically, you'll have your ID, right? So you'll have your web page and it's beautiful, but actually you have a button with your ID that you send them to their page, and then they have to go through their system with your affiliate ID attached to it, so that they can say, I want this insurance, this much coverage, this much this much that, and then it tells them what their price is, and then they can purchase. So they're actually going to go through the purchase process on the insurance site using your ID. Is that the way it works?
So the only thing that I can do is actually guide them to that page using a funnel. I cannot.
Exactly. Yeah, you're not going to do any money part of it on your side. They'll do all the calculation and money part of it on their side. That's usually the way those work. So in this case, Gladys, you would typically probably just do a button. You do a pretty website that says, hi, I'm Gladys. I'm going to be your super duper awesome insurance lady, and I can't wait to service you. Here's the button to be able to find out or do calculations on how much insurance you want and how much it's going to cost. And then on that button, you put the link with your ID in it and send them to the insurance website, where the insurance company will do all the quotes and handle the taking of the money and all that.
Okay, good idea. Thank you.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good. Gabriel, go ahead.
So there is no way for us to do a upsell or a downsell with this?
Oh, absolutely. I'm going to show you how to do it upsell down.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, we got that going on like Donkey Kong, so we'll take care of that. Any other questions, you guys, before I jump in again? Okay, so let's go ahead and jump in. And we've got the products, the offers, and then we've got sales. So if you make any sales, you can actually take a look at all the sales that are going on right here in the sales area. And then if you want to create affiliations, so you want to take a product of yours, be able to create an affiliation with it, or like I say, I call it you affiliatize it. Once you affiliatize it, you can actually take a look at all of your affiliates, how much they've been selling. You can set it up so that the affiliates can get affiliates. So there's some great stuff that you can do to create an affiliate army to sell your product for you. Now, let me talk to you a little bit about that process, because with physical products, it's a little bit different than digital products. Digital products are not expensive to create as far as the money that you've got invested and being able to get a good return on your investment, right? So you've got time invested, you've got some computer equipment and hosting invested, but it's not like a physical product. A physical product, there's usually a pretty narrow window of how much money you can make off of a physical product. So typically what we're going to do is buy something for $5, resell it for $15. So it gives us a window of about $10 to work with, right? So doing an affiliate type situation for a physical product is, I think, harder than a digital product. And why am I saying that? Because I have a physical product business that I give affiliate commissions to. And once I spend my money on, and this is a Shopify store that I have that I'm getting ready to move over to Magento. But once I spend money on the Shopify expenses for shipping, for packaging, for processing, for the product itself, for inventory expenses, because I have to inventory this product. I pay helpers to come in every Friday and actually come in and package everything and get it ready. I have expenses for printers and ink and paper because we print out shipping labels. There's a lot of expenses. So once I calculate all of that in, the margin of profit for me is very narrow. My affiliates actually make more money than I do. So a physical product is very different to set up as far as affiliate than a digital product, because then the margin you get for your profit is very, very low. Okay, unless you just set the price outrageously high. Okay, so it's not unreasonable to not affiliatize physical products, because the margin for profit is very, very, very little. And just to give you an example, we hit 6 figures with our physical product on the Shopify store. We sold 6 figures of physical products, but my profit after all expenses were at that company was very low. So even though I can brag that I'm a 6-figure company now, I cannot brag about the profit that I made. And the profit itself, you would think it'd be really high, because I buy these little things that I put together, and the price of the product itself that it costs me is not that high. And the price that I put on it is a pretty big price. But the processing, the inventory, hiring people to get the orders out, printer ink, paper, shipping, there's a lot to consider with a physical product, right? So I want you to just really think about that before you give away a lot of your percentage to affiliates on a physical product. Because at the end of the day, when you are done, especially if you're doing any inventory stuff, the expenses are just outrageous, and the ROI on it is just not a good amount. Davida, go ahead.
Yeah, what I would say is a physical product, because of the low margin, is probably not what you want to have affiliates help you with per se. It's better for the digital products, because once you create them, you don't have to, everything else is just profit.
That's exactly it. I guess I said that the long way, didn't I?
Yeah.
I said it in a really long way. Davida went, whoop, there it is.
You know, I heard a joke yesterday, and I think you may like this one, because you can use
fire
it.
away. We're ready. I need one.
Okay, I was somewhere. Okay, someone was telling a joke that this guy was on the machines at the gym and he's working out. Sees this beautiful woman and calls over the trainer. He says, what's the next machine that you would suggest that I go on to impress her? And he told her, I would suggest the ATM.
Very true. All right, that's a good joke. I might have to put that into my joke inventory of only one joke. That could be number 2. All right, so so you guys understand by thumbs up that it's very difficult to affiliatize physical products. We're going to talk about that, but I would suggest not to do it unless your margin is just so high that you can actually afford to do it. But even my product, that's a physical product, the margin is really high. But after all expenses, it's still very difficult on my end to get the real profit that I want. I'd have to go up in price or down in affiliate percentage. And my affiliates don't make that much of a percentage, so I couldn't take very much away from them. So just make sure you consider that, check that in the back of your brain as we're going through this, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. And let's go ahead and set up our physical product, which is the African anti-aging cream with avocado. So that's a mouthful to say. I don't know why I picked that product. But anyway, let's go here and I'm going to go to create product. And on create product, it's going to have several different steps. So I've got product info, pricing, design, email campaign, restricted areas, and terms of use. So let's go ahead and go through the first step, which is product name. So African anti-aging cream with avocado. Fabulous. And then on the description, I'm going to go ahead and put some description on there. So this cream is designed to reduce and even reverse aging and uses scientifically proven avocado benefits to ensure that you have a vibrant and healthy skin. Fabulous. So this cream is designed to reduce and even reverse aging and uses scientifically proven avocado benefits to ensure that you have vibrant and healthy skin. So I've used 153 characters out of a possible 5,000. So what I would suggest to you is that you get in there and actually really work on creating a good description for your product, because a good sales page is good, but if you've got a good description for your product, that's good number 2. So good number 1 is a good sales page. Good number 2 is a really good description of your product. All right, the language is English. The type right here is where I decide if it's a digital product or a physical product. If I choose digital, it will not ask me for my address. If I choose physical, it's going to ask me for my address. Okay, so that's the difference between the two. This is what triggers whether it asks for your address or not. And then the category for this one, it is, we'll put, well, there's not even a category here for physical product. So I'm just going to choose services. That sounds good. So I'm going to talk to them. Let me put that in my parking lot real quick about physical product category. So category, physical product. Fabulous. Okay. And then right here is the checkbox for affiliation. If you check mark this, this is going to allow you to create affiliate percentages so people can actually earn money if they sell your product. Honestly, this is to me more valuable in the digital product area, but I do want to look at your eyeballs to make sure you completely understand this, even though we're talking about physical products. That little check mark box is the difference between, I've said this before, but I'll say it again. It's the difference between being a 100-aire or a 1,000-aire or even a millionaire. Okay. Because when you have a digital product, not so much a physical product, but a digital product, it's going to make the difference, all the difference in the world to have a product that you can have other people sell for you. Okay. Physical products is harder. Digital products, that to me, if you're going to release a digital product, let people sell it for you. Okay. I'm good at producing content. I can sneeze out an ebook. I can just be like, achoo, and shazam, there's another ebook. It's just crazy. But I'm like so bad at selling. I do not like to go out there and market. I'd rather be in writing my book. Let's write a book. Let's do training on this. Let's do training on that. So that one checkbox is the difference between me being able to just sell maybe a few hundred of my books versus being able to sell a few thousand of my books because other people are selling it for me. So that one check mark box, you guys, is so very valuable. Write that down, circle it, underline it. We'll go through that more when we get to the digital product training. Okay. Davida?
This may be a little bit off, but how would you take that little snippet and draw it so it takes a picture?
Wait, what? No, what's
When you want to get the pictures that you want to use in your as your product?
Oh, first you got to get permission from whoever you're snipping from. So make sure that if you're snipping from a seller, that you've asked them first, because you don't want to just steal their pictures. And then second, Mac and PC both have snipping tools. I'm a PC user, so the name of the snipping tool on the PC is, I think it's just called Snipping Tool. Yep, it's just called Snipping Tool. So in the Windows accessories, you can find the snipping tool and you just activate it and whoop, snip, and you're ready to go. You've got an image you can save as and save it as a file and then use it as long as you have permission. Okay.
Yeah, but how do you draw it? Is how do you get it to?
You just click and drag.
Just click and drag.
I'll show you how to do it when I go back to screen sharing. Okay.
Okay.
Chip, go ahead.
For Mac, it's Command-Shift-5.
Command-Shift-5. So write that down, you guys. That's a great tool. I use Snipping Tool all the time. And the PC one, I don't know if the Mac, it's been years since I've been really proficient on a Mac, but on the PC tool, I can snip and then I can actually write on it. And so before I save it, I can write on it. And let's say that like for Chip, if I was taking the image and trying to show him exactly what I was doing, I could circle it and then do an arrow pointing at it to make sure that he can see it. And I do that quite often, actually. Are you able to do the same thing on the Mac one?
It doesn't look like it. Options. No, I can select whether it's going to be the whole screen or the whole page or just whatever box I define. And then once it's taken the picture, then there are more options. Open in Photos, save to clipboard, put on desktop, things like that. Markup is an option.
So it is an option. Good. I was supposed to say, Mac is usually the leader in that kind of stuff. So I'd be surprised if PC had something above Mac.
It's there. And lots of choices within that.
Good deal. Good. So, but definitely another warning, don't snap pictures unless you've got permission. Okay, that's really important because that's just not being a good marketer if you're stealing. All right, let's jump in and I'll share my screen. And real quick for Davida, I'm going to show Davida how to do this snipping tool. So down here in the bottom, Davida, on my menu down here, I've got the snipping tool actually added to my taskbar. I can click on that snipping tool and create new. And it opens up some information and it gives me a crosshair. And on that crosshair, I just start where I want to start and click and drag. And I drag it over where I want to take the snippet at. And then once I'm done, I let go and it takes the image for me. And then from there, I can draw on it. I can do whatever I want. And then I just right click and go to save as or copy or send to. I've got a lot of options.
It was the part of where do you get to it? That's what I didn't see.
It's in Windows accessories. So go to your menu on the bottom left.
Yeah, then I understand how to get to it.
Okay, good. All right, so keeping moving on. we're going to go to the image right here. You can actually add an image. This does not have a recommended size, but I want you to notice the shape of it. Okay, so if you've got a long rectangular image, not going to fit. If you have a really tall, like a banner image that's really tall, not going to fit. You need to make sure that you're looking at the shape of this. They don't have a recommended size. I've asked that they add that, so hopefully we'll get that added soon so it has the recommended size on there. But you can take any image and then it will show you the active area that it will show on the image. So let's go ahead and click here. And we'll see if we can find the image. I think it was in pictures, maybe. I don't know. Let's go to pictures and facial cream. And there's our picture of the facial cream. So I'm going to click on that and click open. And then this is the active area. Okay, so it shows me exactly what's going to show on this picture. I have the ability to stretch it a bit, not a lot. I can only go up like this, but it gives me just enough that I can get the whole picture in there, which is good. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this area to make it active and then click OK. So there's our product picture right there. And so now I've filled out all of this information. I've done the product and the picture. I'm going to go ahead and click next. The next one is setting up PayPal. And I think I've already set up PayPal for my website. So if I check mark it, it activates it. If you want to set up PayPal, you're going to have to set up PayPal from the beginning. So you're going to have to click edit, and then it's going to go through here and actually give you all the instructions that you need to be able to set it up. And it gives you all the links that you need, all that kind of stuff. It's not very difficult to set up at all, guys. So you just want to make sure that you're following the detailed instructions that are on PayPal and setting it up, okay? And then the currency itself, we've got US dollars, but notice that we've got several other different versions as well. So you can choose the currency. Then the payment type is single, and we now have recurring payment. So you can do membership areas, coaching, all kinds of neat stuff. So the recurring is going to be great. And then the value. Let's go ahead and set the value at 5 cents. So when we go do a test purchase, it's going to cost us a whole nickel. The refund period, we can choose 7, 15, 21, or 30 days. And then if I have to collect taxes on it, I can set the tax amount. Now, this is important to remember, especially for us people in the US. There are 11 states that do origin tax, and then all the rest of the states do destination tax. This is really only set up for origin tax. So if I was going to do it for my state, I would just have to put in the taxes according to what my origin is. So I'm here in Batesville, Mississippi. It's 7.5%. So I would take 7.5% of 5 cents and add that right here. For you guys that are in destination states, I don't have a good answer for you except to just put some taxes on there, and hopefully it'll be enough to cover your tax burden when it's time for you to do your taxes. Taxes are a tricky thing, and this system is not set up to handle the destination tax system, but for 11 states that are origin, it works pretty well, okay? So if you want to set up Stripe, I've got PayPal set up. If you want to do Stripe, you just click the plus, choose Stripe, and again, it gives you detailed information on exactly how to set it up, including a clickable link, and then it tells you exactly where to go, exactly what to do, and you need to get this publish key, you need to get the secret key, and then once you have it set up, you can actually select it as a payment option, okay? So right here, I've got PayPal set up, and I've got everything filled out the way I need to, so I'm going to click next. And the next area is design. And right now, there's only one template that you can choose from, which is this template right here. In the near future, we're going to have multiple templates. So you're going to be able to choose from different colors, different designs. But right now, there's only one template. And then the next question is use a custom thank you page. What that means is, do you have a thank you page that's not on this website? Okay. If you do have a thank you page that's not on this website, then you can click use custom and then put the URL of it. But we do have a thank you page that we made on this website. So I'm going to choose the one that we have on this website. So I'm going to click the down arrow and choose thank you. So that's what that means is, do you have a thank you page that's not on this website? Okay. Let me look at your eyeballs to make sure you got it, because that can be confusing. It was like, wait, that thank you page, what? That's all that means is, say you've built a thank you page on a different website and you need the URL for it, you can check mark that box. If the thank you page is on the website, then you can just choose the thank you page instead of check marking that box. Okay. All right, let me jump in again. And then it says select where you will sell this product. This is another like critical thing. Remember, I told you that every single product needs to have a sales page, because every single product that you put into this super checkout, you're going to have to identify where the page is that you're selling it. And for this item, the sales page is the home page. Okay, so I filled out everything there. I'm going to click next. And the next one is Mailing Boss. I can choose, if they go through this purchase process, to add them to a specific Mailing Boss list. And I just click the down arrow and choose whatever list I want to add them to. I'm going to go ahead and leave that blank for now. You don't have to choose a list. And then I'm going to click next. Then if I had a restricted area, which I haven't created any, because this is more for like a digital product, like a membership area, a course, or something like that. But if I had created a restricted area, this is where I could release that area. So let me go ahead and take a look at your eyeballs and explain that. So let's say that you created a membership site. Okay, that would be more of a digital product. So you put that in a membership area. When you go through this checkout process, if they go completely through purchasing and it's a successful purchase, you can release access to that membership area, so they can get into that membership area and take the course or watch the videos or get information or something like that. So this effectively gives you a way to give them access to a restricted area using this super checkout. Okay, so it works really similar to the legacy checkout. It's just a little bit different way of setting it up. All right, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen again. I don't have a membership area or restricted area, so I'm going to click next. And then the next step is going through the terms of use. So you want to make sure that you read all of this carefully, because you want to make sure you're not breaking any rules. And once you do that, you just click I accept and then create product. And we've now actually created our product. Now remember that we have not set up an affiliate system, so that's not an issue. We are not releasing a membership area. This is just a product on a page that we're selling. That's all this is right now. So I've got my product created, and there's two buttons here. The first one is edit. So if there's any reason I want to go in and edit these settings, I can click right here. I can go into all of these settings again. I can go straight to the page that I want to edit and make an edit and then click save. And everything in here, I can actually just kind of bounce around, make a change, and then click save, and I'm done. Okay. So I'm going to click next. And then there we go. So all done. So that's the edit area. The next most important area is the link area. So I'm going to click that. And I've got three different links. The first one is the sales page. So if you want to share this sales page, or you want to do some advertising and send them to the sales page, then this is the link that you're going to use. And don't forget that you can shorten that link if you want to in our URL shortener that's in our dashboard. The thank you page. So let's say that you jumped into that test lab and you want them to test your sales page, test your thank you page to make sure it looks good on mobile. Well, you can give them that link so they can go straight to the thank you page and test it for you. This is the one that we want to get, though, is the checkout URL. This is what we need to put on that blue button that we created. Okay, so this is the URL. I'm just going to click copy to clipboard, and it tells me it's copied. So now I'm going to go back to my HTML editor. I'm going to right click this button, and I'm going to go to action. When I go to action, I'm going to go to web address. I have a full URL that's considered a web address. So I'm going to click web address. And then I'm going to put that URL, I'm going to paste it right here. And then you can choose, do you want it to open in the same tab or in a new tab? I'm just going to keep it in the same tab. That's fine for me. And then I'm going to click OK. And then I'm going to make sure that I click save. And then save again. Let it load. Working slow for me. My computer's working really hard. So while that's thinking really hard, I'm going to stop sharing real quick and let you know what we've accomplished so far. So we took that web page that we created already. We took all the other buttons off that we didn't need. We created one new button. Then we went into checkout. We completely set up our product. We did not set up affiliates. We did not set up a membership area. We did not connect it to a mailing boss subscriber list. We just created a plain Jane ordinary product, no special, no frills, nothing like that. Then once we were done setting it up, we got the link. We went and got the checkout link. That's the one that we needed to get. We copied that checkout link, took it back into the Pixel Perfect Builder and added it to our button. And we added it under web address. That's the important thing, okay? Web address. So now we're saving the changes that we made and we're updating it. So any questions about what we've done so far? No? Gabriel, go ahead.
Just a question about the URL shortener. You mentioned it's on our dashboard. Where is that at?
It is so cool. Let me go to share my screen and I'll show that to you. Let me click save real quick. And everything's saved on our website. So now I'll go to my dashboard. Oh, look, I just made a commission. Yay. All right, so in my dashboard, I'm going to go to the Builderall business area, and then I'm going to go to affiliate funnels. So when I click affiliate funnels, that not only takes me to all of the funnels that I have that are available for me to use to promote Builderall, but I've also got this URL shortener right here. So if I click that, I can put in that URL of the checkout, and then I can click send, and it actually gives me a shortened version of that link. And you don't want to do the URL for the checkout. You really want to do it for the page, not so much the checkout. But under this shortened URL, you can copy that URL and give it to people for your sales page. And it's a little bit shorter. It's not that long, crazy, ridiculous URL. But the other benefit that we have is you can go to the URL shortener dashboard. So if you click that, it's going to take you to all of the items that you've shortened. And you can actually take a look at each individual item that you've shortened to see what kind of traffic that you're getting. So on this one right here, this is a shortener that I did. I can click this dashboard. And on that dashboard, I can actually see what's happening with that URL, how many clicks I'm getting, how many clicks I'm getting for the day, for the week, for the month, or for the year. And it gives them some little charts to work with. So it's actually a really cool way to keep track of what kind of clicks you're getting. And this is important to be able to start tracking what's happening with your links. And if you're getting 500 clicks, but you're not getting any leads in Builderall, or you're not getting any sales for your product, guess what that means? Your page is not compelling enough for them to actually follow through with either purchasing your product or signing up for Builderall. So that's the value of this data, is to tell you the effectiveness of your page on what you're wanting them to do. So let me stop sharing for just a second to explain that one more time. Is let's say that I'm selling this facial cream product and I'm advertising, okay? And I'm this little URL that I put, the shortened URL to the sales page, I'm getting 5,000 clicks. So there's 5,000 people that are looking at that page. That's great. But if I have 0 sales, that's not so great. That means a couple of things. I'm either targeting the wrong people, or my page is not compelling enough. And I need to adjust my page to see if it does any better to be able to sell that product. Okay, so that's the value of that data. Let me get Gladys, and then Chip, and then Gabriel.
I was about to suggest, Shelley, to the personal in Builderall to take out the URL shortener as a tool,
It is a great tool. Isn't it?
Because I had the same situation as Gabriel at the beginning. I was not able to find it. So
Yeah.
I think that tool should be in the main dashboard.
I agree.
outside
And
of them.
I think that's a great idea. I'm going to write that down in my parking lot. URL shortener as independent app. I'm going to suggest that because I've actually thought the same thing. That's one of the hidden gems of Builderall, but I have not suggested it. So that's a great suggestion. So if you don't mind, I'm going to steal it and suggest that they put that as an independent app. Okay, great job. Chip, go ahead.
Any hope that the URL shortener will be customizable the way Bitly is, so you can have a meaningful phrase instead of just numbers and letters?
I hope so, because what happens right now is, like I have my 7-day free trial link, and I can't customize it, so I can do 7-day free trial at this resource, 7-day free trial at that resource, 7-day free trial at that resource, and then capture all the data coming in from the different directions. So I'm hoping that at some point they'll actually be able to do that for us. I'll ask that. I will let me hold on a second. Let me re-register my tongue with my brain. I will ask that question. I haven't been drinking at all, Gabriel, I promise. But I will ask that question to customize the links so that we can track individual areas instead of just the one link. So I'll ask that question and see what I get. Okay, Chip?
Yeah, much easier to follow something that's a word than
Yes.
some random combination.
Yes, I agree. Okay, Gabriel, go ahead.
Yeah, I meant to say drink something, but I think I'm on the same path with Cheap here. Basically, so yeah, if we could name each URL, whatever it is, or give it a name. This is for facial cream. This is for whatever. Makes sense? Even though, you know, the URL can be.
Not just that, you guys, but what happens is if I shorten that URL for the facial cream page, right, then it's capturing all of the traffic coming in for that facial cream page. What I would like to say is facial cream dash solo ads, facial cream dash Facebook ads, facial cream dash YouTube, facial cream dash. So now I'm collecting data not just on facial cream, the sales page itself, but facial cream and the advertising I'm doing on YouTube, the advertising I'm doing on Facebook, the advertising I'm doing on solo ads. That way I can break it out and see where my most effective area is and then continue to pump money or effort into that area.
That was my next question. So, and then on the same path, if we can have that, but also see the conversions, if they landed on the main page, if they went to a second page, if they went, you know, so now you see the whole progress through the sale, you know, so.
The conversions is going to be through the CRM. So that's a little bit different because that'll be part of the CRM process. But so that is there, but it's in a different area.
Okay.
We do have that already, but it's just in a different area.
Yeah,
So-
that'd be super because we can track every traffic.
Yes. So go ahead.
So Shelley, I think you just answered my question. So the analytics for converting to sales and all those issues are in the CRM? Is that where we find them?
The analytics for page hopping. So this is how many was on the sales page versus how many were on the thank you page.
Okay.
Conversions happening based on the fact that we have 5,000 that are landing on the sales page, but only 4 landing on the thank you page. So you can see that there's a disconnect there, and then that should prompt you to say, I'm either targeting the wrong people or my sales page is not got enough oomph to make them buy.
I got that part of it, but is there an area inside Builderall where all the analytic tools are stored and we can use them in different parts of the site?
I think right now that's the best analytics we have is there's shortener URL. You can see those analytics, and then you've got the CRM analytics, which is telling you what's happening on each page.
All right. Thank you.
That's going to be beefed up, George. They've
It
just,
needs,
yeah, it'll be beefed
It
up. They
needs
just
beefed
kind of
up.
started with that CRM. It's still kind of brand spanking new. So
okay.
that's another work in progress that will continue to be updated and features added.
All right. There is a Canadian company in Toronto called Funnelytics.
Yeah.
That is incredibly sophisticated. And they track everything visually. So it's a very powerful system. And something like that, of course, would be nice to see. So I look forward to it.
That's really close to what we have, actually.
Well, then I'm going to dive in.
Yes, we have a Funnelytics replacer, and
Oh,
that's
good.
called Canvas. So
Okay, I
check
didn't
out
know that.
Canvas. Yep, check
I'll
out
do
Canvas.
it.
It's going to blow your
Flow.
mind.
Flow, and
It's going to blow your mind.
I don't have any mind left. You know? But okay.
It really is. It's so, so good. I wish I could jump into Canvas just to show you because I know how excited you're going to get.
That's where to go. Go to Canva and dive in and
Go to
check out the
Canvas.
analytics. Okay.
Canvas with an S. Okay?
The
Check that out.
Canvas.
That's
Got
going
it.
to
Yeah.
be ready. All right, you guys. So we have actually updated all of our website. We've gone through all of the settings. Everything should be working. So now we should be able to go to the live site and go through the purchase process, and hopefully everything will work. So are you guys ready to try it out? Let's do it. All right. I'm going to go to share, and we'll see if we can go to our editor and click save to make sure everything is saved. Because save is our friend. And now I'm going to go to the live website. We're going to test it out. So I'm going to go here, and then I'm going to go to my websites and take a look and see if we can find that website. And we'll go to the live version, and we will buy some more facial cream. So Pixel Perfect Builder, enter. Going to take a second to load it. And then from there, we're going to go to facial cream bump cell. That's the one we're working in. And I'm going to click the actual hyperlink right there to go to the live website. And so everything's updated, looks fabulous. I'm super excited. So now I'm just going to go to buy now. And this is the checkout. This is the template, the one template that's available. So you can see that I'm taken right into the checkout. It's 5 cents. So I'm going to click continue. And then I want you to notice that this is a physical product. So guess what I have down at the bottom? I have to put my shipping address in. So I'm in the United States. My name is Shelly. And my email is shelly@builderalldiva.com. My phone number is 662. There we go. And then my shipping address is 216 Elm. You guys be sure to write this down so that when Christmas time comes around, you'll be ready to send me my gifts. There we go. Mississippi 38606. There we go. So I've filled out all of that information. And over here is kind of the subtotal, right? And it does say everything that's required. So this is, let me do my last name too, just to have it all filled out. Got all that filled out like I'm supposed to. So now I'm going to click continue. And now it shows up my PayPal option. Remember, I set up my PayPal. So I'm just going to go to PayPal right here, but I also have the option of PayPal credit. And remember, that's going to be important if you have a high ticket offer like $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, because they can set up a PayPal credit account and they can pay for it by PayPal credit, and you get the entire amount. And PayPal is the one that's really taking the risk on having those payments made by the person that made the purchase, not you. You get your money. So you can do that PayPal as well. So I'm going to do just regular old PayPal. And it's going to take me through to my account. I'm just going to log in. And then, oops. Oh, it's the same seller. So I'm going to do a different account. So PayPal at, let's see, there we go. We'll try that one. My gosh, come on, computer. PayPal at deltapearls.com. All right, so PayPal at deltapearls.com. Let's check and see if that one will work for me. Yay. And so now I'm paying 5 cents. I'm paying with a Visa credit card. And then I'm going to go in and click Pay Now. And so it's going through the payment process, verifying the transaction, making sure that it gets the whole 5 cents. I'm not sure if my Visa will let me do that, but we'll see. It's thinking really hard.
In this case, you did not have to click the Return to Merchant button. Is that correct?
It's not done yet. At the end, we'll get, I can't remember if we go straight to the thank you page or if we do get a Return to Merchant.
Okay.
So let it verify. It may be having trouble verifying because it may not do a 5 cent transaction. May have to change my PayPal account.
But this is really cool one.
It is really cool. You are so right about that.
It also seems a lot easier than all the other setups.
It is a lot easier for the actual customer. This
But
is
also us doing it, it flowed very well.
that's true. Yeah, I don't think this is going to go through because I think it's pitching a fit on charging 5 cents to my Visa. So I'm going to go ahead and refresh. We'll see if we can do this. Oh, I got a thank you page. So I guess it did actually go through. So so I've got thank you. This is the thank you part, and this is a chip where the access your product is. So I'm going to click access product. That should take us to the thank you page where we have instructions on what's going to happen on that product being shipped within 4 to 6 weeks. So that's the entire process of going through and making a purchase using this new super checkout. So any questions about the super checkout? The next option is to do the offer manager. And the only difference in that, you guys, is you're going to create your products and then you go into the offer manager and say, I want this product as part of the offer, that product as part of the offer, that product as part of the offer. And then it sets up a sales funnel where you can do upsells and downsells. So I wanted to get time to do that, but I actually have another meeting that I have to jump into. I had to really limit the amount of time that we did today. So here's what we're going to do tomorrow is I'll probably show you really quickly. I'll pre-set up several products and pre-set up an offer so that I can show you really quickly how that's set up and how it works. But then we'll go into Magento. And I'm going to show you really quickly Magento. You guys are going to get the shavings of the tip of the iceberg on Magento because it is so incredibly big that there's just not a good way to do it in a one-day training. Because I did it before and it took me like 2.5, almost 3 hours to go through. So I'll do the tip of the iceberg, actually the shavings of the tip of the iceberg. And then I'll refer you to that almost 3-hour training. So if you want to go deeper and find out more about Magento, you can. But even if you go to that 2.5, 3-hour training, it's still the shavings of the tip of the iceberg. Magento is absolutely, positively huge. And just to give you an idea, I'm working with the agency people, and it took 3 days to do basic training on Magento. Okay, so that's a big one, a really, really big platform to learn. Davida?
Will you do a training on Magento alone?
I have done a training already. It's actually available in your dashboard. Let me show you where that is, you guys. So if you want to find it, you can. So you can go through that training if you want to. So if you go to your home page on the dashboard, and then on the home page, once it learns, if you go over here where it says 5-day Builderall special training, just click on that. And there's some fabulous training in here, but the day 4 training is the one on e-commerce. So that's the one on Magento. That's going to show you how to get started setting up your Magento store. And Magento's got so much in there. It is bigger than Shopify, way bigger than Shopify. So there's check mark boxes everywhere. There's just stuff everywhere. So what I do in that training is about 2.5 hours. I just go through the basic setup of starting your store.
No,
Okay?
that's not, will you do a boot camp on Magento?
Oh yeah, we'll definitely do a boot camp on Magento, but even 5 days is basically just getting the basics and setting up a basic store. There's so much. There's tax setup. There's shipping setup. There's creating multiple stores inside of your one Magento installation. There's templates. There's plugins. There's it is absolutely huge. So even a 5-day complete training is not going to be a complete training on how to master Magento. There's people that have been working in Magento for years that still find new stuff in Magento. So it's huge. It's a huge platform. George, go ahead.
I don't want to master Magento. I just want to be able to use something like that in a simple, prescribed way that will accomplish selling 5 or 10 products successfully, right?
5 or 10, George, is PayPal cart.
It is which?
PayPal cart.
Oh, I understand that. Oh, you're saying, okay, if you want Magento, you've got to think big. That's what you're saying. Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, if you want to sell more than 10 products, and maybe those products have multiple options like yellow, red, green, and small, medium, large, extra large, that's a whole lot of options right there in that one product. Magento is the way to go.
Okay.
5 or 10 products, you want to stick with PayPal.
Thanks for the reminder.
Sure. Gladys, go ahead.
So I think if you want to have some good revenue on a product and you find a product that gives you a good revenue, the best thing to do is just go small, not go with Magento.
Absolutely, yes. If you have one product, you're going to tear your hair out trying to get that one product into Magento. So definitely either a single web page that sells that product like we did in the very beginning, or you can go with like the super checkout and sell that one product, or you can go with PayPal. We have actually PayPal buttons in our system that you
and that will serve that you're frozen.
use.
That will,
up to you how
that will serve as in Amazon, when you buy something, they give you the option to have it send it to you every month or every 2 weeks and give you a lower percentage. So using this super sales way to charge, to collect the money, we can do that.
Sure.
Something like that.
Absolutely, because we've got recurring payments now.
Okay.
Yep.
Right.
Absolutely. All right, you guys. So I'm going to end it. We did it in about 1 hour and 12 minutes. I'm so proud of myself because I didn't keep it for 2 hours or 2.5 hours. Tomorrow we will review quickly the offer feature of the super checkout, and then we're going to quickly go through Magento. And I say quick. We'll take a window of time, but I'm going to do it really, really quickly. So I don't want you to get your feelings hurt if you're looking at it going, I don't even still understand Magento because it's so big. So if you want more training, you can go to that training that's in the 5-day area, or wait for the boot camp that we're going to do on Magento because that's coming up. And then again, even 5 days, you're going to have an understanding of how to set up a store, but not everything that Magento will do. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Great, thank you.
You're welcome so much. I'm just making sure, you guys, that I don't overpromise and underdeliver.
I understand. We appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, you guys. I will see you guys tomorrow. Your homework for tonight. Let me tell you the homework for tonight. You need to jump into the super checkout and create a product using super checkout. That's your homework tonight. Okay. All righty, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and go. You guys have a fabulous day. I'll see you tomorrow. Gabriel, go ahead.
Yeah. Are we going to have a boot camp next week with about you mentioned, I think, on a different call?
Yes. James is going to do membership area, and I'll probably start posting about that later today.
Okay, great. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm excited about James doing it because he's fabulous. He's going to give you some fabulous information. And you guys need to you need to hang on every word he's saying because he's going to give you some really golden nuggets for sure.
When is that, Shelley? When is?
That's starting Monday of next week. So Monday through Friday of next week, you have another boot camp, but it's not going to be me. It's going to be James. Same time.
Okay.
But James will be teaching it instead of me. And I
Okay.
promise you, when I'm on the boat, you guys, I'm so excited about James teaching it that when I'm on the boat, when we go into port and we've got Wi-Fi, I will be on there watching because I'm like super excited about checking it out and seeing how you guys are doing. And then just excited about James teaching. It's going to be really, really awesome.
Is it the first time?
This is the first time that James will be teaching the boot camp. He does training videos, but this will be the first time that he's doing a live training like this. And I don't know if you know James's story, but he gets very nervous, and sometimes he'll actually talk himself out of doing stuff. But he's gotten enough confidence now that he's stepped forward and is going to do this membership training. So you guys support him every kind of way you can support him. So make sure you hop in every once in a while and go, James, you're doing a great job. And just keep supporting him because he has so much information, you guys. And if you guys make it so that he is no longer nervous about getting in front and doing these things, the benefits you're going to get when he's out there sharing his information is going to be just immeasurable what you're going to get. So keep encouraging him, be there, be present, do the thumbs up and all that kind of stuff. So he feels encouraged so that he can keep going and teaching you all this incredible stuff that he knows. Chip?
Very briefly, there flashed on your screen the red box that said, "Do not buy Builderall."
Oh, yeah. Sorry
I got that in one of my Facebook groups. Is that showing up everywhere?
I snipped it. Yeah, I snipped it. That's why that was there, because I snipped it and sent it to Builderall. That just happens to be an individual that we're dealing with. So if you get that message, snip it and just send it to Builderall, and they need that information if you get it.
Yeah, too late. I've already just sort of deleted it.
That's okay. If you delete it, that's okay. But if you think about it and you see it again, snip it, say exactly where you got it from, and just send it to support, and they'll just add it to their list.
Okay. Yep.
All right, guys. Thank you so much again. Can't wait to see you guys tomorrow. I've got so much more to share with you. It's crazy. But don't forget your homework. And don't forget to build something amazing with Builderall. And I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.